Yo,
Hello,
I'm Colin,
Norika.
and this is the
Bench.
and we are in level 1.
On the bench. Double vaxxed gang. On the bench.
Yeah.
Welcome back. If this is your first time, we're all about the vibes and the sports.
Also, why is it your first time?
Oh, Colin, you can't
Why?
attack the people about
Why is
that.
it your first
You never
time?
know. Maybe
Right.
they were out and then they stumbled upon us and now they're like,
You just stumbled
Cool.
upon the greatest thing in your life, so welcome.
anyway, how you doing, fam?
I'm alright.
See the, I don't want to touch it. What happened?
The hair's gone. My team didn't lose, as per the bet, but I thought it was time.
Looking clean.
I am.
Look at the fade. You know?
Shout out my barber.
Is this the what is it? The side effect of getting double vaxxed?
Double vax, what? The hair just fell off. Nah. fam.
No,
I know it's double vax, so I'm out here on the street soon.
double vaxxed.
Soon.
The side effect is a fade.
Yeah, fade for the babies,
Oh my goodness,
For the
that is
babies.
horrendous. But level 1,
Yes, level 1 indeed.
the most exciting news out of level 1.
What?
Guess.
You have a child.
No, I don't get a child out of level 1. What is that? Doesn't even make
Oh, maybe you
sense.
met somebody, you know.
That doesn't
the
even-
streets are open.
That doesn't even
you
make
know,
sense.
Make him with a nice guy.
That doesn't
All
even
of a
make
sudden,
sense.
You know,
I have a child.
You're gonna start a family.
Ugh.
Expecting, you know, blessings. Level
Easier.
1.
Do you know what? It's probably easier to say that you hate me as a person.
Blessings, guys.
No.
Wish Norika congratulations down in the comments below.
The most exciting news for level 1 was that Safa came out and said, only if you are fully vaxxed, they will allow you into FNB Stadium to watch Bafana Bafana play.
Only if you're fully vaxxed.
Only if you are fully
That's
vaxxed.
the T's and C's.
We are
you
up,
know?
guys.
But it's up. We are.
I'm considering going to Johannesburg for the day.
Just for the day. Just for the
just
talk.
to watch Bafana
Yeah.
Bafana play. And then,
It's worth it because it's free.
because it's free.
It's free. It's not like they're just allowing us in and we have to buy tickets because it's free and they're saying just come in. All you have to do is bring your proof and then you're inside, guys. So
I couldn't feel my arm for 3 days and
so
it was
it's-
worth it.
It's worth it.
It was definitely worth it. But we will circle back to Bafana Bafana. Let's chat DSTv Prem. The games this weekend,
Yeah, all 8 teams.
all 8 teams.
Or all 16 teams, 8 games.
Quick math. Okay.
You know the vibes.
I don't know the true. No. Okay. SuperSport United, Chippa. That was a goalless draw. 0-0.
I think it's just 2 points drop for SuperSport.
Yeah, I expected them to.
Expect them to win, especially after Marumo and Gavin is just not doing the things.
Chippa United
You
are
know.
just. They're meant to be here and
And then just here.
they're here.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
it's just 2 points dropped and yeah,
And still unbeaten.
still unbeaten, still there in that race, you know, to win the league.
Is it a race to win the league?
We hope it's a race, so you know they're still there. So yeah, I mean, 2 points drop, but you didn't lose a game, so yeah.
Baroka, Stellenbosch 1-1. Stellenbosch also unbeaten.
Unbeaten, eh? Nobody expected that. Nobody at all.
Carlin's the only one that didn't
Stellenbosch
expect
to
it.
go unbeaten. I mean, well done.
Carlin's
you
the
know.
only one that didn't expect it.
I expected Baroka to win that game. I don't know what I said last week, but I expected Baroka to win that game. I mean, it ended up 1-1. At least it's goals, you know.
At least it is
Yeah.
goals. Baroka's still in the top.
Still in top 8.
Still early days though.
Stellenbosch also, I think, in the top 5 or top 4, you know. So it's still early days.
Still very early,
I
guys.
think the measuring stick is usually 10 games, but I mean, after 6 games, we can still see like
We can
which
start
teams are- Yeah.
predictive analysis. That's where we at. Golden Arrows beat Marumo Gallants 3-1. KZN boys are up. When I say we up, guys, we are up. 3 goals to 1. Look at that. Still, I think Golden Arrows are that team. Do you know?
What, like,
Do you know like when there's like a very pretty person, but they don't think that
of
they.
course, Norika just brings up the looks, you know.
No.
It's superficial. I'll let you land.
Listen. Let me land, okay? There's a pretty person, and they don't think they're pretty, and no one really recognizes that they're pretty
No one rates
until
them.
maybe like the matric dance
Oh, and then the glow up happens.
and the glow up happens.
And they
Oh,
do their entrance.
first year university.
Oh.
When you leave high school, first year
Yeah.
university, and the glow up happens, and you're just like, is this
Is
you?
this you? Is that person?
Is that
know?
you? Could be Golden Arrows.
Could be Golden Arrows. I
They
mean,
did really well last season.
Yeah.
They always like, you know, no one really raves and rates them.
They just fly under the
people
radar.
rate them, but you know, they just steady.
Keep it steady.
Keep it steady. And the people who
alright,
know The people who know, know.
The people who invested the stocks early.
The people who know,
they knew what was going to happen.
No.
They knew that the Globe wasn't in high school. It's post-high school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they just cheer. And then, they come through with a performance, a 3-1 performance. And people are like, oh, is this the glow up? Right. But we've been there with Golden Arrows. We've been knowing what's going on with Golden Arrows. Also unbeaten in 4 games. A lot of unbeaten.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not unbeaten like, you're going to compare it to the other teams. But I mean, unbeaten in 4 games, still something to cheer about. KZN team doing well. We love to see it.
Cape Town City 1-1 against Pirates. A lot of draws this weekend.
I don't like to say that out loud because there's some people out here that watch the video and think, the PSL just has draws, when contrary to belief.
But there's goals.
There are goals and they do win games. But, for these people, yes, it was a lot of draws this weekend. I guess people were just, excited for international break or just not excited to play the football because they didn't get selected in the squad. But yeah, it was a draw. Shots fired.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think we did say last week that it would be an exciting game. It was a good matchup. Cape Town City versus Pirates.
Even though it was a 1-1, draw at the end of the day, it was a very exciting game. You like to see both teams. I guess it's evenly matched teams if you watch the game. There's chances on both sides.
100%.
There's two really, I don't want to put that sticker of really good on them, but it's really good teams that have played, and then yeah.
It was an exciting game. Happy Jele scored. City equalized with a pen. Again, I feel like a broken record. Do we need VAR? Will we get VAR? Yeah. Probably not. But we keep it moving. Sundowns beating Swallows 3-0. Sometimes, what do you say about Sundowns?
I don't know. Sometimes it gets boring talking about a team that always wins, eh?
Oh, but now we just dogging on them because they're winners.
We're not dogging.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, what is it? We're not giving them the respect because they're just winning.
We give you the respect, but how's some adversity? Throw a loss in there, for us to talk about.
You want the villain arc?
Now it's just good guy. Everybody gets tired of the good guy after a while. Like John Cena and wrestling, nobody supports John Cena anymore. It's boring, Superman always wins. We don't like to see it.
We want a villain.
Sometimes we want the anti-hero. We want Stone Cold to come out.
But we got that when Coach Steve got sent off.
But nobody knew why he got sent off.
The drama.
I think we were getting close to it after the 3 of them, 3 musketeers or 3 wise men or the 3 kings, whatever you want to call them, when they were fighting. Maybe there was a backstage brawl happening over there. That was interesting, right? We don't love to see it, but it was interesting. It was something other than 3 points every weekend. But then now I guess it's just back to regular programming and then
wins. W's. Yeah. I think Swallows can't be mad. Sundowns are also on an unbeaten streak. Safranco scored off a corner. That's training ground. Maema comes off, scores the second goal. And of course my boy Peter Shalulile is on.
When you look at that team, it is unfair to compare it to any other team in the league.
On the list of goal scorers.
Comparing it to any other team in the league is unfair. When you have 3 strikers, right? Safranco is kind of the unknown.
Okay.
Right? He's like the new boy on the block. But whatever, he still played Sundowns striker. They thought he was worthy,
he's still doing bits, right?
Right? He still scored. But then you have Shalulile on the pitch as well. And then you have Kutumela
on the bench.
No, on the pitch.
On the
pitch. He started the game. So you're starting Shalulile, you're starting Kutumela, and you're starting Safranco. Meanwhile, other than Hamaldine, name the Swallow striker. Alright? No disrespect to the Swallow striker, you're probably a really good player, at the end of the day. But do you compare it to players who challenge for the top goal scorer awards at the end of the season? Guys, realistically,
you know what? That front 3 could be reminiscent, or not reminiscent, could be similar. What is the word?
What? Similar?
It could be similar to a very famous global.
No, I'm not having it.
Oh, they're not there yet?
I'm not having it.
Peter Shalulile and Tabiso Kutumela.
The only front 3 we recognize is CBD. Right? The real ones know who CBD
I'm not even going to entertain Colin and his delusions. TS Galaxy lost 1-0 to Sekhukhune. New Boys on the Block are holding their own.
They are holding their own. But TS Galaxy, man, it's kind of weird, sad, in a way. I mean, they haven't won a game yet this entire season. And I mean, that's 6 games in. For a really good coach side, I mean, if you watch the game, they bossed the entire game.
Bossing the game. Having the most possession, doesn't win you the game.
Literally, the entire stat line is just sided on Galaxy, and then all of a sudden, the only stat line that matters.
It's the goal that goes across the line into the goalpost.
Check the scoreboard, you know.
Exactly. So
they didn't win the game at the end of the day, and the 3 points went the other way.
They haven't won.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, Owen de Gama has something to sort out, you know.
What is it? It is just that finishing product. Then is that just decision making? It's not like he lacks the players to score.
I think.
Is it decision making?
No, I think
football knowledge.
The usual story is that you always just miss that pure striker. And I think when you watch TS Galaxy, it's just like they're missing a pure striker.
But that's South Africa. That's, I feel like that is the narrative
South
of
African football.
Yeah, you just
in a nutshell, that's what we are.
Exactly.
We can do everything else. I mean, they got like Bafana quality midfielders, so the engine room is really well. But
100%.
At the end of the day, we need to move the ball from outside the 18-yard box in behind the goal line. It just that section there just doesn't. Combos don't communicate.
Okay, Royal AM, Martizburg United. That was a KZN derby. Royal AM beat Martizburg 2-1.
Yeah. Well done. So Royal AM, 4 wins in a row. I mean, we like to see the Bafana players, Victor Letswalo, get goals, topping the goal charts now. I think 5 goals in the season.
Magnificent goal equalizer for Martizburg.
It was a wonder goal. It was a weird one. I don't think he meant it. Right, he definitely didn't.
You can't say that.
He didn't mean it. I think
the
it was
goal went in.
What was that?
Kewuti.
Yes, Ukile Kewuti scored the goal, but he didn't mean to.
How do you know
I'm
that?
I'm calling the bluff.
You can't. You don't know that.
No, if you saw the goal, it was a cross.
You don't. It was a cross. You don't know that.
I know that.
You don't know that.
It was a cross. They went into the goal, but well done. The goal still happened.
Don't say that.
But yeah, they ended up losing the game.
It was 1-1, but they lost it in like
the 94th minute.
Exactly.
At a time.
Exactly.
Off a set piece. And I mean, that if you watch football, you know that always happens.
The wildest thing from that game was after the game.
The antics after the game.
Exactly. I don't know. Thoughts on that? Imagine just
bad, unprofessional.
Bringing out racks, guys, and like calling each of your players and giving them a bonus. What is it called?
Match bonus.
It's not. I don't know.
Cash. It's a
live
bonus,
on TV. The videos are circulating the socials.
For me, that's a thumbs down.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? I say thumbs down on that.
I also don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. It was just tacky.
Someone said, I read a tweet and someone said it was bad to like put their players in danger because now you know that these players who are easily accessible. So I feel like South African footballers, a lot of them are easily accessible. Are walking around with racks.
I mean, that too, yeah.
Why didn't you not just EFT it?
Right.
E-wallet.
It's just awful.
Why did you have to do it on camera?
The drama. Really,
and did you see the racks just being pulled out and they're like counting their money and they're just calling players and there's someone there with like a sheet being like, so and so, here. Not a fan.
Not a fan at all.
4 wins in a row. There were some big wins in that 4, but to do that, come guys.
Just a bad taste at the end of the day.
How are you called Royal AM and you're acting unroyal?
Unroyal, right. Narika's words, unroyal AM.
Unroyal AM.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stops.
Hopefully.
I don't know. It's just like we are here for the football and the vibes, but sometimes it just seems like it's just the vibes aren't
the
it.
best.
Okay, so one of the biggest games this weekend was AmaZulu versus Kaizer Chiefs. That game ended 1-1.
Yeah.
But it should have ended 1-0.
Maybe.
To AmaZulu.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you say this?
Because, Colin, one, we don't have VAR, okay?
Okay. Oh, whose fault is that?
But
our fault.
We don't have VAR. Okay. And Kaizer Chiefs just look like they are a bunch of 2-year-olds running around the store looking for their parents. And they don't know what's going on.
I don't appreciate
because Colin is now a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I have to Kaizer Chiefs slander report by myself.
Preferably would have liked the 3 points. I mean, if you watch the game, it was end to end.
It was.
We did concede first. Luvu Memele, ex-Pirates player, he did the things. That finish. Composure in the box, Could have been 2. I think he had a chance afterwards again. But then, the the football gods looked down upon us. We lit the candles, we manifested, and they provided with the penalty.
First of all, that's not what the candles are for.
Yeah.
It wasn't for a Kaizer Chiefs W. I think Coach Benny looks frustrated with his team.
I think he's frustrated with himself.
I think he's frustrated with the team.
I think it's himself.
Why would he be frustrated with himself?
I think because he expects to get results, right, from his coaching methods. And I think when you're looking at the team and it's not working, you kind of blame yourself. So that's why there's all these outbursts and stuff that he does have. You know, it's one of those things where you want to be perfect and you want to do well. So it's just some people take it out on themselves and just
So you're saying he wants to lace up and go score goals?
Right. I bet anybody, especially an ex-footballer, especially somebody like Benny McCarthy, if he on the sideline like literally every week, I bet you he gets that feeling of like, let me just put the boots on and score the goals myself, you know? So I think it's one of those situations.
I think there's been some questionable performances by AmaZulu. But them going 1-0 up against Kaizer Chiefs, there were positives out of the game.
And they won last week as well.
And
so
they won, exactly.
It does look like it is back to trending upwards, whereas Kaizer Chiefs now, we started well and then...
I don't know what's going with Kaizer Chiefs.
Dead.
Guys?
I think our manager is just making the bad decisions, the wrong decisions at times. I think Baxter has had some questionable decisions with regards to the lineup, maybe tactics also. I think the players that are on the pitch are trying, you know, but whether they have direction from the people at the backroom staff is a different story.
But it's 1-1. Neither of our
1-1.
teams won. I think, considering how the season has gone off,
Considering
6 games in, would have wanted AmaZulu to win. You would have wanted Kaizer Chiefs to win. But the matter of the fact is, I don't think either team is there yet. They haven't hit their stride.
Yeah, no, they haven't. I mean, as you said, 10 games is usually the benchmark.
Yeah.
You know, after 10 games, you see the table settle, and then we can actually, you know, take stock and then be like, yo, these teams are the ones that are actually going to challenge. And I mean, I think Kaizer Chiefs are now on 6 points. AmaZulu, nobody really cares about them, so I don't know how many points they're on. And yeah, that gap between Chiefs and Sundowns now it's now gone to, I think, 7+, 6+. So
I'm not a violent person, but one day, Colin, I'm just going to and keep it moving.
Guys, if you don't see me here next week, you know what happened.
Anyway, international break, guys. We are here. I feel like it was just the other day. I was gassed. I was like, you know, in my feelings. I was just, and now we are back again. We are back again for the FIFA 2022 Qatar World Cup Qualifiers, guys. It is on. It is on.
It is on.
It is. I even brought out the candles.
We manifest.
We are going to manifest. I didn't have crystals. Do we need crystals?
Oh, you're not a chakra hun.
I'm not a chakra hun.
Yeah.
But I got the candles, guys. Got the candles. I'm gonna light the candles. I'm just gonna sit, meditate, and manifest 6 points. I'm gonna manifest 6 points in 2 games for Bafana Bafana, because that's all that matters. So we are away to Ethiopia. I read that Ethiopia got denied their request to have fans in the stadium.
Hectic.
So no fans. And then we travel back to South Africa,
Right.
and we bring Ethiopia with us, and fully vaxxed fans are allowed in FNB Stadium
Yeah, for free.
for free,
For free, guys.
allegedly.
Like, not allegedly. News 24 reported it.
Yes, but how do
Right.
how do I just pitch up there? I want to know
You
how does
pitch up with the vax card. You say, I'm fully vaxxed, guys.
do you
I
know
got
how
my
full it's
doses."
going to be?
Doesn't matter.
I'll take
I
it
don't know,
on.
maybe they'll open like a link or registration or something like that, you know. Maybe you have to go collect the actual tickets, you know. There'll probably be something like that happening. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you have proof of vaccination, you will be allowed into the stadiums for free, according to the not so credible at times news reports that we do see. So yeah, hopefully, if you can make it to the stadium, please make it to the stadium.
So Ethiopia is quite a tough side to beat. Hugo Bruce cut down his 34-man prelim squad to a 23-man squad. I was reading about him leaving out the Sundowns duo. People are like, this doesn't make sense. Kutsia and
Swane.
no, Lala K and
Oh,
Rivaldo
yes,
Kutsia. It
yes.
didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why he's not there, why that duo is not there. And he said, Hugo Bruce, apparently he was like, people have been asking him, because they weren't in the 34-man squad, they're not in the 23-man squad, And eventually he came out and he's like, guys, I can only select 23 people.
You can, and I mean, he's trying to, implement his style of the game in the Bafana Bafana camp. And I mean, I did have this conversation with somebody that I do know, and we were talking about it. And we were like, is he trying to manage Bafana Bafana like a club? Because usually international coaches do select players based off form. So out of the current stock of players that you do have, you try and select the best 11 or the best 23-man squad.
Yes.
To put forward into competitions. Whereas it's arguable that the 23-man squad that he selected aren't the best players in the league or the best players South Africa has to offer, right?
So he's picking a team based on the best 11 based on dynamics.
I would like to think so, but I also like to think he's pulling a lot of, not stunts, but a lot of tactics that you've seen previous international managers do, where they feel like the current crop of players are past that they haven't proved, We've taken these players to tournaments before.
Yeah.
We've tried to qualify with them before, and they haven't done it. So you've had your chance. Yes, you may be the best player in the league, know, but on the international stage, international football is a completely different setup.
He did say that Leke and Kutsia, it's not like them being left out of the squad doesn't validate how amazing they are on the field.
Players, yeah.
But he said the time is not right now. And I think it doesn't fit in with his vision or what he's currently trying to do. And he is the manager, he has the badges, he has the experience.
And I mean,
what do we have?
He did get us to 4 points.
Exactly.
Right.
He said 4 points, and he delivered on 4 points.
He delivered on 4 points. And I mean, if he comes back unbeaten, I mean, I would take 4 points again. I can't lie. If we go to Ethiopia and we draw, and then we bring them back and give them a spanking,
4 points.
I'll take that.
Takes us on 8.
Because that takes us to 8 points, right? And then
Ghana's on 3. Ethiopia's also on 3.
So let's say Ghana win 2 of the games, they go on 9. So it'll literally be 9-8, and then it goes down into that final between Ghana and South Africa.
Oh.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Oh my goodness, you can't write these guys. But knowing football, something like that's going to happen. Knowing Bafana, it was have us out here doing math
and
lighting candles for other teams to lose. Percy Tau is out on injury, but I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, going off his past
Bafana.
Going off his past Bafana performances, he didn't really look up to it. And I mean, is it really somebody that we're gonna miss? Yes, you like to have Percy Tau on the field because I think any African team out there knows who Percy Tau is, firstly, right? Exactly. And I mean, when they see him on the pitch, it's going to be that thing of he's going to draw defenders, he's going to create commotion on the pitch because people are going to want to mark him. So, it frees up other players, tactical things, right? But do you just, not select him or not include him? Because now he's injured, right? But
he is injured. Can't put
him not being in the squad, does it just allow somebody else who has been performing to come and prove their
It does. 100% it does. Looked at that 23-man squad. Always solid in the goalkeeping department.
Right. That is undisputed.
Then when we look at our defenders, I think in the last couple of games, the last 2 games, Derek.
Oh yeah, he played well. Rushin
came through. Our midfield. I'm never convinced. No, I'm going off the past.
Yeah.
I'm never convinced with our midfield, but they hold it down.
They do.
They do what they can do. There's the young TS Galaxy player Ethan Brooks, who's also quite exciting on the ball. I feel like when he comes onto the pitch, it's just energy, and sometimes that's what we need in the team, and sometimes that's kind of what we lack. But the most exciting thing for me, and I know throughout this episode we were talking about we don't have a number 9, we don't have a striker, but you see this 23-man squad and you see Kutamela, you see Hlongwane, you see Evidence Makgopa on the bench.
I mean, young players, but also players who have yet to score that many goals this season in league football.
It's 6 games. How many goals do you want them to score?
Right, 6 games, but Shalili has 5 goals.
Colin, it's different. Right. It's different.
It is different. International setup is different, but hopefully they can do the business.
It's different. I think Hlongwane is going to come in with confidence.
Yeah.
Evidence Makgopa should also be confident because he has the ability to get into those spaces and make himself available.
I think any player who has the honor of putting on the Bafana Bafana shirt should just be confident in the first place.
Exactly.
You know.
But I'm just like thinking about him as a player.
As players.
The last 2 games, he missed chances.
Yeah.
But the positive was that he was in those spaces where you need
get those chances.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I feel you.
Do you know what I mean?
Positional awareness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then can never be mad with a Thabiso Kutumela.
Yeah, certified goal scorer.
Certified big hitter.
Always energy.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. Maybe I'll end up at FNB Stadium.
Maybe. We don't know what the future holds.
We don't know what's going to happen. Drop a comment. Let us know. Kaizer Chiefs fans, what's going on? I ask this every week. I'm not going to stop asking this every week. What's going on? Are we mediocre or do we expect better from them? Let me know if you have your Twitter candles out. Guys, we are manifesting at minimum 4 points, at most 6 points. Bafana Bafana away to Ethiopia. Bafana Bafana at home to Ethiopia. If you are double vaxxed, you get into the stadium for free. Will you be going? I feel like if you're in Gauteng, you should be going. Let's back the boys. International break. We are up, guys.
We are up.
We are up. In the stadiums, vaxxed, level 1. Kaizer Chiefs are still doing nonsense. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Colin and his fade. Ready for the streets, aren't you?
Yeah, right. I like the compliment at the end of the video.
You know the vibe. It's all love. Until next time. Bye. Colin!